Welcome to the third and last video of this tutorial of how to install linoleum flooring in your house. Now on this video I want to show you something that normally I won't be able to see in other videos, and that is the small little details around the transitions and doors, frames like you're seeing over here. Now on these details you want to make sure that when you start cutting your linoleum, the linoleum is nice and straight. If you notice, I'm holding a section of the linoleum up, and I want to make sure that whenever I cut straight. I don't want to cut it diagonally, and that's why I'm lifting the linoleum up a little bit over there to keep it straight. Now around the frames you want to go ahead and cut symmetrically, so you want to make sure that the same distance is in both frames, and that in this case, because we are overlapping over the old linoleum, we want to make sure that we can actually cut on top of both, so we can actually maintain a nice and beautiful seam. Now the seam is going to be covered anyway by a transition, but like what you're going to see in a moment, there are some seams that you can actually leave without transition. You just need to put good glue and clean up the glue afterwards, right? So in this case, if you notice, I'm trying to maintain my cutting knife right there, my utility knife, so I don't make double cuts, right? And by cutting nice and straight, you will be able to actually create a nice seam that will be in some cases seamless. So I mean, you won't be able to notice those seams, especially when you have the same type of material, if you do it in the right way, like the way we're going to show you in a moment. So again, lift your linoleum up and make sure that you cut nice and straight. Don't cut too much. Make sure that if you have longer pieces of linoleum, you're not leaving all the pressure into the linoleum because it will rip. So now that we know what sections have to be cut around the contour, you want to go ahead and apply some pressure and cut against the frame. Don't cut against the floor, because then you will end up with a bigger gap. This will ensure that the linoleum is nice and tucked into the stuff and ready for your quarter round once you finish and you start putting your quarter round, your transitions and all that stuff. So you notice all my pressure is around and against the walls. Now you want to take care and put a little more dedication around these frames, because that's where you have a lot of more of these angles and these areas that you may be able to put under. Let's say in this case we have that stop molding there, and that molding will be able to hide all these sections. Now let me show you something over here, because all the doors are going to have different sizes. Normally you won't be able to find a piece of wood that is going to make sure, or a ruler that is going to be as wide as what you need to cut. And in this case, what I'm doing is that I'm using these two pieces of tile, and you can use two pieces of rulers, two small levels, something that will help you to maintain a straight line. And you're going to put one line against one end against the line that you mark on the frame, and the other one against the other one, right? So that way you can actually have a straight line over there. You notice that I'm going to cut a little section over here corresponding to the side of the tile that is there. I'm going to remove that tile, and I'm just going to continue with the line, so I will maintain, I'm standing right on top of that tile and putting a lot of pressure, so I can actually cut right in the middle and on top of both sections of linoleum. And you will see that if I didn't want it to have a transition over here, it will be perfect, because it will be hiding really well. So you go ahead and remove those things that you can cut with. In this case, the tile, you cut the edges on the corners. Remember that sometimes we have this linoleum tucked under the stop molding or the door stop. And now that is nice and clean, you actually, by putting a little bit of pressure, you will find that you will loose that seam really well, and you won't have to be worried about putting any transition. In this case, we put it because we wanted to make sure that as they were moving things around, they will not be just lifting that stuff up. But if you're careful, you don't have to do that stuff, and I'm going to show you why in a moment. Make sure that you have all those little cuts done in the right way, and voila, this is the beauty of this material. When you cut it nice and straight, you won't be able to see the seam, and you put some glue, you put the glue, press it down, and just wipe the excess with some warm water, soapy water, and that's it. So that's the case for many of these transitions. Now here's the toughest transition. We have 12 inches of width And this material in our hallway is about 17, 18 feet actually. I'm talking about feet, 12 feet of width, and this one is about 18 feet of width, and our patterns are going to be, all the way straight. So this is where sometimes I don't find a lot of information on these videos, because sometimes people don't want to either reveal that, or they don't want to deal with the stuff, they don't want to show the steps. So now again, before you do anything else, you want to align your section of the linoleum with the lines that are on the other side, and you want to cut the excess. That excess amount of linoleum, again, against the molding, not against the floor, will prevent you from lining your linoleum really well. So that's a lot of care over here. Make sure that everything looks fine. Make sure that you have enough to overlap against the other ones. In this case, on the right side, we have other kind of linoleum, and we want to make sure that we can actually get to that linoleum, and also to get to the porcelain tile that is in the back. That is something that sometimes, again, I don't see other contractors showing, and I want to make sure that I can report it for you over here in this case. That's why this video and this channel is so valuable, because you can find things that sometimes other people just take it for granted, or they don't want to show, and that's why you want to subscribe to the channel, right? So again, all the little details on those edges are really important. You want to make sure that wherever you're meeting the casing, you can actually put some glue. Whatever you have base molding, you can put some quarter round molding, like I'm going to show you in a moment. You probably will be able to get away with it if you put enough glue. You don't have to worry if you're really precise against the wall. But in any case, the little quarter round will help you a lot. Now I'm using this piece of porcelain tile as my square, and that way I can actually trace the lines. Again, I'm overlapping both. I want to make sure that the lines are nice and straight, so I can keep continuity on the pattern, on the like the wooden pattern pattern on the floor, and putting a lot of pressure with new blades, so I can actually cut through both pieces of linoleum. That is really critical, because that's when you want to put a lot of pressure. You want to make sure that you have that continuity. If you notice, I'm transporting the line, and once I know that it's nice and straight, I put some pressure and I remove the piece of porcelain, so I can go ahead and do the final cut. Make sure that you keep it nice and straight, and you don't have a zigzag that is gonna throw off all your effort there, right? So take those two sections off, the excess off. Make sure that it's nice and aligned. If you need to do any adjustment against the wall, it's fine. But if you can see here, our lines are just, it's a little shifted to the side, and that's because we have some pressure. By just moving the little pressure on that side, you can actually find out that the lines are now nice and straight. You want to make sure that before you put any glue or anything, it's nice and straight. The same thing happens over here. Look at how we cut, we made this cut, and it's nice and ready for glue. And against the porcelain tile over here, that obviously in this case, is you're gonna have a transition. So those are really important parts of cutting the linoleum, and sometimes you don't see it. But there is another situation, another case where you're gonna find that your width inside a room is not enough. Then you're gonna have to add on, and that's something that I want to show you. Let's say in this case, this room is like 14 feet, and we have only 12 feet. It was actually like 13 something, and we have only 12 feet of width. So we have to amend this thing really well. And by mending this thing, you want to make sure that you line again all those plank designs, and you follow that so it doesn't look kind of weird, and it will be disguised. Now you will say, why want to care about it? And this is because you want to be professional, and you want to make sure that it looks as good as possible. So again, I put a line over the other line, and I'm cutting the excess so the linoleum doesn't just kind of move back again to a different alignment, right? So you want to make sure that you take that excess out, and then you go ahead and do the proper seam cut over there. And I'm using the wood pattern seam over there, like a plank against plank line. That is the one that is going to help me to make sure that it looks as you know, as proper as possible. So I'm going to start cutting that section over there, making sure that it's nice and aligned. That's where you're going to put some effort, and once it's nice and straight, you want to go ahead and you know, just put it right on top of the other. Make sure that you have a nice ruler like the one that we're using, and you cut without removing the blade. You're gonna see in a moment that as I cut, I just keep the blade inside the cut, and I just keep moving the ruler so I don't frustrate my effort of maintaining a nice straight line. So that's how curious you need to be on this case, making sure that as you move along the line over there, you put some pressure and you keep moving with the blade, and obviously being careful you don't want to cut yourself, or you don't want to, you know, just kind of make a weird line. Take your time. Obviously we're speeding up these images to make sure, these video clips, to make sure that we are efficient in the way we're showing things. So here it is, taking that out, making sure that it's nice and straight, making sure that everything looks good, that you don't have pressure, that is not buckled, that is not bumpy. And now that that is organized, we can go ahead and start putting the transitions. So now these aluminum transitions, in this case, they are easy to cut with a regular scissors, like construction scissors, and using some small nails, you can actually just stab it into the subfloor. Now if you have concrete, you need to perforate with a concrete bit, put a little anchor, and then put your nails or your screws, whatever you want to use. But that is a nice way of making sure that, again, the flat transition over there, it looks good, looks durable, and it's not gonna you know, it's gonna help to avoid all those issues with people just kind of removing or lifting the linoleum up. That's the case sometimes when people just don't put that much attention. Now I mentioned the the quarter round molding, and that goes all around the perimeter. So you're gonna follow, you know, these seams with the transitions. Again, if you want to use just the, you know, the multi-purpose glue, take a look at the other videos where I explain all the glue and how you're going to use it. But you know, putting all these quarter round moldings, you can actually hide all the little imperfections if your cuts are not, you know, as good as you want to. And look at this transition over here. If you notice, it's nice and flush. You don't have issues. The alignment is really good. Obviously the color of the pattern is a little different. Maybe you can want to consider making sure that aligns with the colors, but in this case, that's what we had. We are satisfied with that. And that's the last part of this video. I wanted to show you all these tips, all the little areas, because sometimes you don't see them. Please subscribe, share, comment in this video, and again, look at the other videos that I'm going to leave over here for your convenience. Thank you and have a good day.